Regarded as the best female middle distance runner Great Britain has ever produced, Kelly Holmes remains a favourite around the world for her talent and determination. She dedicated a lifetime to her dream while having to contend with a host of injuries that affected her athletic form. In 2004, Kelly made history at the Athens Olympics by winning both the 1500 metre and 800 metre gold medals. At age 34 and after a career filled with injuries and disappointments, she achieved a feat only ever achieved by two women before. The only athlete to ever reach the 800 and 1500 metre Olympic finals 3 times, she is an obvious favourite with the fans and was acknowledged by her hometown in an Olympic street parade. Her nail-biting victory in the women's 800 metres final saw her receive accolades from former British athlete Lord Sebastian Coe.
There's not one part of the race you could fault. The last 2 strides were a bit hairy, but that's the point in the race where there's nothing anybody else can do anyway. It was one of the best 800 metre races I've ever seen.
Kelly was made a Dame Commander of the Order of British Empire and was presented with the honour in 2005. The double Olympic gold medalist also announced in 2005 that she would compete in her final race in the UK at the Grand Prix meeting in Sheffield.
It's going to be very, very sad, to be honest with you.
She received intensive treatment in the build-up to her final appearance due to an Achilles tendon injury and finished in front of a very supportive and vocal home crowd, a disappointing 8th. Kelly announced her retirement from athletics at an emotion-charged news conference, stating she had reassessed her future after the death of a friend, as well as citing a lack of motivation to continue.
Got a call from Gerard to tell me that Tim had been taken into hospital and had 4 weeks to live. That for me totally shook me up. 1 minute I was having lunch with the guy and the next minute he's got 4 weeks to live.
She continues to give back to the sport that helped shape her life. Kelly has been leading a special team of young athletes through an Army Assault course to help toughen up their physical and mental attitude towards competition. She is hoping this may help uncover a new generation of Olympic winners. She was also appointed Chief Ambassador for School Sports in the UK. With government ministers, she visited a school in North London to show the children what it means to be a champion and how to get involved in physical education. As far as inspirational female role models, there is no one better than Kelly, according to the Education Minister.
Kelly is one of our greatest ever athletes. She is an inspirational role model to these young people who we want to encourage to play more sport, take part in sport, compete in sport, be the very best that they can.
A competitive spirit and self-belief are essential for success at the highest sporting level, and the UK's Olympic Queen admits she has these qualities in spades. When Kelly Holmes won double gold in the 2004 Olympics, she became a national hero, and she holds a place in not only Britain's history books, but also in their hearts. He is a 6-time Grand Slam champion, an Olympic gold medalist, and the youngest ever winner of the men's single titles at Wimbledon at the age of 17. One of the most dominating players in the history of tennis, Boris Becker went on to win 2 more Wimbledon titles and a total of 49 singles and 15 double crowns, making him one of the greatest players of the 20th century. The former world number 1, who retired from professional tennis in 1999, remains a sports icon in Germany despite a series of setbacks after he quit the game. Boris Becker burst onto the scene in 1985 when, as an unknown 17-year-old, he rewrote the record books by winning the Wimbledon title. Not only was he the youngest player ever to win, he was also the first unseeded player to become champion and the first German. Since Boris retired from the professional tour, media work and colourful aspects of his personal life have kept him in the headlines. He was convicted of tax evasion in 2002 when he admitted he lived in Germany for 3 years while claiming to reside in Monte Carlo. He was given 2 years probation, fined $500,000 and ordered to pay all court costs. In 2001, he was forced to admit paternity of an illegitimate daughter by Russian African model Angela Ermakova. His wife, Barbara Felter, and mother to his 2 children, Noah and Elias, filed for divorce after his indiscretion was revealed. His son is often seen watching his matches from the stands. Boris is also a founding member of the Laureus World Sports Academy, who annually honour the world's greatest sports personalities with the Laureus World Sports Awards. The tennis legend launched the Indian division of the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation, a global mission that funds and promotes the use of sport as a tool for social change.
I thought it was important, since I have a visit to India, to come by one day, check the program, see the kids, speak to the organizers about it, and I like it very, very much.
In 2003, Boris joined forces with Tim Henman to test the talents of Britain's young tennis hopefuls. The 2 stars set up a series of talent days around the UK to assess who should go forward to special training to develop their skills. The winners got a year's worth of expert coaching and entry to competitions. A regular on the red carpet circuit in Germany, Boris is no stranger to mixing with celebrities, even escorting Victoria Beckham to Elton John's 2005 wedding. His exuberant athletic style, hurling himself all over the court and making seemingly impossible shots, immediately endeared him to millions, and it's a trait he still carries. Boris now plays on the senior ATP Tour and also remains a hugely popular figure at Wimbledon and commentates there each year. The championship wins, the make-or-break matches and the highs and lows of life on the international circuit, Boris Becker has done it all. Now he looks forward to lending his enthusiasm to developing the next crop of tennis superstars, as he's never forgotten what he has personally gained from the game. It's his love for the sport that makes it easy for the tennis champ to juggle his commitments. Renowned as much for her physical beauty and waist-length blonde hair as her tennis game, Anna Kournikova became one of the best-known tennis players worldwide, even among those who don't follow the game. She was ranked as the biggest draw card on the tennis tour, commanding standing room only crowds for her games and selling out exhibition matches wherever she played. Most of the young Russian's fame has come from the publicity surrounding her personal life, as well as numerous modelling shoots. During her debut at the 1996 US Open at the age of 15, the physical beauty was noticed by the world, and soon pictures of her appeared in numerous magazines all over the planet. She has had her share of controversy, however, when in 2002 she filed a lawsuit against Penthouse magazine, who mistakenly identified Anna as a woman pictured topless in its June issue. Anna played her first professional tennis match at age 15 in the Fed Cup for Russia, the youngest player ever to participate and win. After reaching the semi-finals at Wimbledon, the following year was her breakthrough year, when she broke into the WTA's top 20 rankings for the first time and scored impressive victories over Martina Hingis, Lindsay Davenport and Jelena Dokic. Anna's final playing years were marred by a string of injuries, especially back ailments, which caused her ranking to slip. While she's not played on the WTA Tour since 2003, she still plays exhibition matches for charitable causes. While Anna has had much success at the singles game, her specialty has been doubles, where she has at times been the world's #1 doubles player. With Martina Hingis as her partner, she won Grand Slam titles in Australia in 1999 and 2002. She's also a regular on the celebrity circuit. In 2004, as a representative for Omega Watches, the Russian tennis star kicked off New Zealand's America's Cup campaign.
2, 1, countdown!
Anna remains perhaps the most heavily sponsored and marketed female athlete in sports today, despite never having won a major Grand Slam title and not competing competitively since 2003. After high-profile romances with several hockey players, in 2002 she began dating Latin pop star Enrique Iglesias after she appeared in his music video for his hit Escape. In 2005, Anna discovered that being a celebrity has its price when she had to seek a restraining order against a man accused of stalking her.
This case has been extremely frightening to Anna, as it would be to anyone. Mr. Lepesky's conduct towards Anna, especially given his violent criminal history, is chilling to say the least.
William Lepesky was ordered to stay at least 1,000 feet away from the glamour girl when he's eventually released from prison. Despite all her setbacks, Anna Kournikova has dominated the tennis headlines, if not the tennis courts. With a superstar's sense for the spotlight and her stunning looks, Anna is a figure whose appeal is acknowledged by millions. The fastest woman on earth and arguably one of the best female athletes in the world, Marion Jones can outrun just about anyone on the track. The champion sprinter rewrote the record books at the 2000 Olympics in Sydney, Australia, when she became the first woman ever to win 5 medals in track events within the same Olympic Games. Marion's partner Tim Montgomery broke the 100-metre world record in 2002, but was stripped of his record when it became public that he had used performance-enhancing drugs. Victor Conti, the founder of Balco, a sport nutrition centre, then claimed he had supplied Marion with banned substances before, during and after the 2000 Olympics.
And the truth is that she has never ever taken performance-enhancing substances. And the truth is that Victor Conti's allegations about Marion Jones are absolutely false.
Despite the allegations, Marion remained positive, clearly determined to dispel all accusations of cheating, having never failed a single drug test she's taken. The allegations ensured that future victories were tainted with the suggestion that she was a drug cheat, a claim she vehemently denies.
I've never taken a performance-enhancing drug, and I never will. It's as simple as that.
Enormously popular with the general public, they have stuck by her through the scandal, and she remains one of America's favourite athletes. Her poor performance at the 2004 Athens Olympics saw her come in 5th in the long jump, and she competed in the women's 4x100 metre relay, where she swept past the competition in the preliminaries, only to miss a baton pass in the final race. In her comeback race in 2005, the American sprinter again failed to live up to expectations, finishing last in a 6-woman 400 metres race at the Mount San Antonio College Relays in California. Marion faded down the finishing straight and was timed in 55.03 seconds, more than 5 seconds slower than her coach had hoped she would run. It was good news for Marion when in 2005 Victor Conti, head of Belco Lab at the centre of the global sports steroid scandal, was sentenced to 4 months in prison. She was back to her electrifying best in 2006 as she ruled the track at New York's Grand Prix meeting by surging to victory in her 100-metre race. She showed she's still a force by beating a world-class field in her third race back after an 11-month absence from competition due to injuries. Her fans continue to inspire her.
And the people that know me believe in me, and there's a good percentage of them out there. They know the truth and they know that all these allegations are false, but I just want to run fast, you know?
With her sights set on Beijing in 2008, Marion has proved that she's still got the willingness and talent to take her career to a new level.
Campbell's starting to move, and Marion Jones has rocketed ahead of the field. Marion Jones, MJ, is doing it her way. Marion Jones winning in 11.06.
Marion is a hero, not only for her athleticism, but also for her inspirational attitude and charismatic personality. Bright, beautiful, and talented, she encourages other women to go after their dreams. For all that she has faced, Marion Jones says she has only one truly formidable competitor: herself. Paula Radcliffe, currently the undisputed world champion of female distance running, is also one of Britain's most popular athletes, beloved as much for her losses as her wins. While she has created an illustrious record as England's top distance runner, she appears destined to be remembered for the medals that got away. In 2002, Paula pulled off a victory at the London Marathon in a world's best time for a women's-only race. Later that year, she set a world record time of 2 hours, 17 minutes and 18 seconds in the Chicago Marathon, breaking the previous record by a minute and a half. Her down-to-earth nature hides a steely determination that has made her as ruthless a sportswoman as Britain has produced. The athlete crowned a remarkable 2002 by winning the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award at a ceremony in London. She confirmed her status as one of the greatest marathon runners ever in 2003 when she broke her own world record to win the London Marathon in a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes and 25 seconds. Then in 2004, a distraught Paula then saw her dream of Olympic gold shattered after pulling out of the women's marathon at the 23-mile mark in Athens due to exhaustion. It was a devastating outcome for the star and one that she struggled to accept.
Basically, I don't really have a lot of explanation at this point, but I wanted to come and speak to you. I wasn't in a state to do that last night, but I just wanted to be fair and honest to you and just to give what explanation I can.
Regarded as England's best gold medal hope in the athletics, her withdrawal made headlines in the UK.
Well, it just got to a stage in the middle of the race and I just felt I just had nothing in my legs.
Paula was aware of the public's expectations of her and was emotionally devastated about the situation.
Thank you.
The world record holder put the trauma of the Athens Olympics behind her in 2004 to win a dramatic victory in the closest finish ever to the women's New York City Marathon. She made a successful comeback, winning in a time of 2 hours, 23 minutes and 10 seconds. She then faced her fears at the 2005 London Marathon, winning in a time of 2 hours, 17 minutes and 42 seconds. In 2005, Paula also won her first gold medal at a major championship when she took out the marathon title in Finland, dominating the race and setting a championship record time of 2 hours, 20 minutes and 57 seconds. 2006 saw Paula announce that she was expecting a baby. However, the Briton vowed to continue competing, setting her sights on the World Championships in Japan in 2007. Paula Radcliffe has been hailed as one of the finest female distance runners of all time, and she continues to inspire people with her dedication and willingness to push herself to be the best.